still got some new pussy in the middle of the summer.
You know what that is? Or at least what I think it is? That's the American school system, like deep in your like nervous system. You know what I mean? Like deep in your fucking membranes. You're like, summertime is for opportunity.
Right.
It is for my freedom.
That's a good point.
And then you get some pussy in the summertime and you go, that just hits different.
Yeah, you're like, I might not go back.
I'll
be honest.
It's just the difference between Coke and Mexican Coke. You know what I mean? Where you're like,
pussy in the summertime is Mexican Coke.
Yep.
And you can quote me on that. Make a t-shirt. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, put it on his tombstone.
None of my achievements.
Here lies the wisest man that ever was. Pussy in the summertime is Mexican Coke.
Addicted.
He didn't say that till much later. He didn't clarify it.
The government growing babies. Microchips in your anus. All koala bears are racist. The ozone layer owes me money. Martians invented turkey stuffing. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
I want to be your man. I want to be your man. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Momma Told Me.
Podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally work to prove whatever conspiracy theories you already believe in. Come on. We are down to clown. We don't give a fuck.
Come on. We're just adding another echo to the chamber.
Come on. We are giving you just a few more pieces of evidence that you can bring up when you're yelling at your girlfriend.
Come on. We just want you to be right after dinner, baby.
You don't have a lot.
Nope.
But you got this.
You don't have no money. That's why y'all are arguing.
If you wasn't so broke, you'd be at peace.
Yeah. Look at us. We say whatever we want to our girls. That's not true. What have you been thinking lately?
This is something I have been worrying about quite a bit. Is I'm worried. I've been thinking that BBLs might be a marking of our societal undoing.
Oh, I get that, but wouldn't have it would have started with titties?
I think they tried titties. And
do you feel like titties did not catch on in the way that BBLs have?
I think I think the titty technology did not catch on well enough.
That's what ITT Tech is for. A lot of people don't realize it was iTitty Tech.
iTitty Tech. Come on down to iTitty Tech, where we are improving the titty technology.
That's why it's in a strip mall. That's where you go to learn how to put titties in titties.
Yeah, you get a dermatologist right next door, and then ITT Tech.
Then you get some boba.
Pick up something at CVS on the corner.
Okay, so you're saying they tried with titties.
I think titties were an attempt, but the titty technology was not strong enough. But I do think that BBL, once they figured out, we can repurpose the literal like body fat into something functional, it changed everything. And part of what, and hear me out, part of what I think it changed was it snatched objectivity away from us. Right? It no longer is it that we are all in agreement about what a bad bitch is. And that didn't exist when I was a boy. When
an agreement about what a bad bitch was?
Yes. When we were kids.
It was a lawless time, yeah.
I think when we were kids, everybody that was a bad bitch, we all agreed on it. There was never nobody was arguing whether or not Halle Berry was fine.
Right.
It just was.
Is that, now do you think because of first titties, obviously now BBLs, it's because of some of these bad bitches or maybe exist more outside of nature? Like,
I think so. I think that
they're super bitches.
I think they're super bitches, but I also think that it's creating this thing where it's like, that's a bad bitch, I think, but she works at Subway And you know what I mean? It's not working through our filtration system.
Right.
And then on top of that, there's all this judgment of the quality of the BBL that then makes it more complicated for you to even see them as bad bitches.
Because it's a busted BBL.
Because it's not the best BBL. But when I was a kid, a fat ass was just a miracle on a miracle.
It's just what God gave you.
It didn't matter what shape it was. We were just insane. Like, her ass is huge.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a miracle.
Literally stopping traffic.
And now we're like, it's fat, but it's not good enough for me.
Right. And it's like, what are you looking for?
And that's
want?
crazy. But it is the way that we've reshaped society. And by removing objectivity, if there is no objectivity for bad bitches, there's no objectivity, period.
So what you're saying is it really starts with bad bitches.
It always starts with bad bitches.
They control this all.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. That's tough.
Yeah. And I don't want this to come off as it is their fault that we are in the place that we're in.
No, it's just how we're just where we ended up.
It's just the programming.
It's just where we ended up.
So this isn't shaming bad bitches. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I have been for some time.
Love your early stuff, but I like the late cuts too.
Listen, there's never been an era where I tapped out. You know what I mean? There's like Prince. I don't do Prince after a certain year. Not bad bitches.
Celebrate the whole discography. I had the shit on vinyl.
Yeah.
Transferred the whole collection of MP3. And they'll have some new shit in 2045, and I'll upgrade to that too.
I'm going to be one of them old men still playing bad bitch music in their car.
It just sounds better. It just sounds better in here.
See, y'all don't know nothing about this, young blood. This a bad bitch 73.
Yeah, that's tough, man. It's interesting because it's like, that surgically enhanced, it does seem like, I wonder, it doesn't end, right? Mm-hmm. Because the technology only gets better and better. Or does it transfer, come up a lot, does it transfer into robots? Where it's like, now you could just make the perfect robot and you don't even have to deal with the person.
I think that's where it gets scary, right? Is that once we reach a point where you can replicate all of these sort of like women of perfect forms, whatever you want. And men, whatever you decide that is. I don't want to make this some sort of like loose shaming of anything that, comes in different tastes and flavors. That said, once you can replicate anybody's favorite thing, it becomes less their favorite thing and more of just like this shared, well, it's accessible to all of us. And how do you move beyond that? Robots.
But then once you're in there, once you are in the place of robots, mm-hmm. then your desire becomes unfiltered. And then it's like, surely madness is next. That's the worry, right? Is like, we have too much accessibility to all this stuff, mm-hmm. right? Ultimately, you used to see, one bad bitch a month?
Yeah.
Like crazy? Like unbelievable?
Yeah.
And you were in Chicago.
Yeah.
There's people in Arkansas. No.
Yeah, they got to ride 4 miles just to see a person. Fingers crossed it's a bad bitch, but very unlikely.
I heard this bad bitch is 2 towns over. Get the Chevy.
Yeah, all them boys in the back of pickup trucks ain't all racist. Some of them just looking for bad bitches.
Sometimes they're just horny as hell. That's fair. Yeah, I'm with that. It's a worry. I feel like we've talked about, maybe because we've been together for the last 2 days, I feel like we talked about having sex with robots a lot.
It's come up.
Yeah.
It's come up for sure. And I guess what's so scary, even if you remove the sexuality from it, what's so scary about it is that we all are acknowledging, everybody I talk to acknowledges how scared they are of robots.
And we're still going forward.
There's like 6 people on the planet who are like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And then everybody else is like, bro, even the ones that'll buy into it are like, it kind of scares me, but it's fun. And I think I can pay my way out of whatever, bad thing happens. But everybody's scared except 6 dudes. And we're just like, well, we can't do anything.
Man. Goddamn.
Sucks.
Have
man.
sex with your partners, guys, not robots.
Come on, have sex with your
guys
partners.
and gals.
And leave them BBLs. Leave them BBLs alone.
Leave
man.
them alone.
It's making it's
unless you
our
want
families.
to, then I ain't tell you what to do with your body. You want to?
No, you deserve it.
You want to get a crazy fat ass? Go crazy, man.
That's not something I want to take away from you. I just want you to not need that.
But if you need it,
hey, all right.
You need it, I'll look at you. You need it, I'll look at that. And that's something I'm willing to do for you, bad bitches.
If you need it, yeah, I'll get the bartender when you tap me. Can you get him? Oh, yeah, I got it.
No, you don't even have to pay.
No, I got you.
I got it.
I'm cool. I got it. I'm married. Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, we didn't come to talk about this.
No.
This wasn't the plan, but we do have a voicemail.
I'm excited.
A voicemail. We debated. Is it fair to say we had a little bit of a debate about this one, but ultimately landed this is a voicemail we simply had to share with everyone around us. So here's what we should do.
Take a break?
Maybe we take a break and then we'll play this voicemail. If I were a betting man, I think that's probably fair. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear this very exciting voicemail. More David, more Langston, more My Momma Told Me.
More bad bitches.
More bad bitches.
More life.
What in reverse, Terry?
Back it up on Terry and back it up on us. I like to think that's what was happening in that clip. Not a fireworks mishap.
This is their reimagined version of it. Where it's just Terry throwing that thing around.
Yeah. Think about, close your eyes and now think about it this way.
What in reverse, Terry?
That's nice.
Here's a one time.
Yeah, because it's like, oh shit. Goddamn, dude.
This is the best 4th of July ever.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's a good time. Anyways, I'll play this voicemail.
Yeah.
You ever got grinded on the 4th of July? That's a good.
Of course.
Man,
there was a period in my life where if I didn't get grinded on the 4th of July, I was pissed.
It's really like getting ass on you in the daytime is so much better.
There were eras in just my youth, of both youth and adulthood, where I was like, nah, this is a fuck holiday.
It is though, because it's summertime.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna be drunk by dark. It's just like, it's a horny holiday too.
Hell yeah.
It's like everybody celebrates. There's nobody sitting out.
Yeah.
There's not a lot. You notice there's not a lot of like, there's like white ladies on the internet who are like, yeah, this is everybody's day or whatever.
Yeah.
But 4th of July is really for everybody.
No, my dad is a full socialist, and we never skipped the 4th of July.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just a fucking good day.
Too good.
You can't.
It's too good.
What are you gonna fold your arms on the best day?
Come on, we have a holiday in the middle of the summertime.
This rocks.
Yeah.
And I don't even talk like that.
You don't talk.
This rocks, y'all. This fucking rules.
Man, I can't wait till 4th of July.
Yeah, that's a great day.
It's such a good party. All right, I'm gonna play this.
Yeah, we have a voicemail. Did we say that?
Yeah, we said it. We
great.
said it. We got caught up in ass on July. All right. We're playing this by a little more. And thank you guys for saying. Keep calling in, by the way.
That's so cool. That
Voicemails are great. A lot of breathy. Getting a lot of breathy voicemails.
Yeah, you made the comment, and I don't disagree with you. You said that our fans are drunk.
Yeah.
That quite a few of them are calling, and they're very obviously drunk.
Yeah, it's very funny. It's very funny.
And they're not like blackout drunk. They're not like falling over themselves, but they are like, oh, you should have stopped like a wine or two ago.
You know what I think is happening?
Mm-hmm.
I think our fans are going out, because I think our fans are our age.
Yep.
I think a lot of them are in relationships. I think they're going out getting drunk together And the Uber like, you know what? No, I am going to call.
Yeah.
I am going to call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like on the way home.
Yeah.
And she's like, Darius, let's just go home.
You getting a little bit of a debate about something in the car. And and he's like,
one of you is Team Langston, one of you is Team David.
You're like, no, look, well, then I'll ask him. No, I can't ask them. 844 Lil Moms. Yeah, you didn't even know that they had a voicemail anymore because you didn't listen to the recent episodes. But 844 Lil Moms, call.
And I love that. I think that's great.
Awesome.
I really think that's...
You're drunk and you're coming hot off an argument. That's the best time to call.
And that's that's what we're here to do. Mm-hmm. Beat your spouse.
With words.
Well, depending on what gender you are, maybe physically. I'm talking about women. We want women to hit men.
Sure. Yeah. Thank God you clarified.
I'm going to start playing it now.
Hey, you little freakies. Okay.
All right. Pause right there.
Yeah, I think we're...
Wait a minute.
Ma'am, quit trying to fuck.
I don't know that that's a ma'am.
You think it's a dude?
I think there's a possibility, from what I've heard so far, there's a possibility that's a gay gentleman.
Oh, like you think he's coming at you the way they come at you in your DMs?
Yeah. A little.
By the way, leave my man alone. It's enough. It's enough. It's graphic and it's mean. He has a family. It's enough. Shame on you.
Listen, I'm not brave enough to stand up for myself, but
I'm standing up. You don't need to send him pictures of whatever you got back there. He doesn't want it.
I don't. I'm so grateful that you're willing to do what I've been afraid to do my whole career.
All right, so you think this is a gay guy coming up?
I'm not sure, but more importantly, don't speak to us that way.
It's overly familiar.
We have never referred to ourselves as little freakies.
Little freakies.
And you should not either.
That's crazy.
That's not associated with any of our work. Not one of us has played a little freaky on anybody's cartoon or television program.
I've only been a doctor or a lawyer on television. That's true. And a teacher.
Even in my lowest role, no one was like, and Langston, you will be Lil Freaky.
Lil Freaky is nuts.
It's insane, and you owe us an apology. I'm sure we won't get it in this voicemail, but shame on you.
And also deep down, I kind of like it.
Oh.
You do too.
No, I don't like that.
A little bit.
I don't know.
It's kind of flattering.
It made me blush.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I'm going to start it over so we can hear it, the freaky part.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you little freakies. Okay. So I'm back. I had called earlier and was talking about Kane, and we're going to get back to that. Don't be scared. But I have a more...
Don't tell me what to do, you bitch.
Said something about Cain, I assume.
Raising?
Or Cain and Abel.
Oh, okay.
Cain is raising. Ain't it raising?
No, Raising Cane's.
Cain? Oh, you're Cane's.
Oh, you're talking about the Power Show.
Yeah, the Power.
I'm talking about the chicken
50 Cent,
restaurant.
Yeah, spinoff.
Yeah, Raising Kanan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume this person is referring to Cain and Abel.
Oh, okay.
But I am curious about the threat thrown right at the end of it of don't be scared.
There's already a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. We don't have time to unpack that one, but we'll keep going in this voicemail.
Fun one, because I was listening to an old podcast episode from you guys about Drake, and so My Momma Told Me.
It's okay to sing in these.
That's true.
Yeah.
I like that you clarified that because I almost spit my drink out, but not in a way that was, I'm not offended.
No, you loved it.
I liked what happened.
We both loved it.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's okay to sing.
That Aubrey Graham is the greatest actor alive because he's playing a character named Drake. And that's why we've never seen him in any other TV shows or movies or anything really past Degrassi. I mean, even though he did great in SNL, he's a great actor, but he doesn't do any acting. And like, why is that? There's so much money in that. because he is already playing a prominent role as Drake, a rapper.
Oh, okay.
I like the singing top to bottom.
It was great. How do you feel about this conspiracy theory?
I think there's something very interesting in the fact that Drake, unlike any other rapper previous to him, came out of acting and then never went back to it, and like won't even kind of take it seriously in any meaningful way.
It is odd. You would assume it's his first love, but I don't know the money margins. I don't think Drake would make any more money doing anything other than being Drake.
I think that certainly Drake probably is making more money than he would have made as an actor by himself. But I think there's probably a type of money that Drake could have made turning himself into The Rock.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
but
where it's just a cross-pollination entity more than it is like just a dude who raps or a dude who acts kind of thing.
Right. But she's saying the point of this is that he's a great actor playing the role of Drake. He can't even convince me he's Jamaican. There's a lot of worse actors. I get it, but he's not Denzel. Like, what are we talking about?
I think the argument would be that Drake is acting within a role as a role within a role within a role. So when he pretends to be Jamaican, it's a truly phenomenal actor acting poorly in order to accumulate a type of attention and manipulation. They're saying he's the greatest actor of all time. He ain't got time for anything else other than his phenomenal sort of like
because he's pulling off Drake.
Because he is Drake.
I'm trying to get my head around why I don't like this, because I don't think I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like, I think he's acting at work like most people do a little bit. I don't think it's like, because what is the true personality then? How far away do we feel like he is? Where is his true personality?
You ever see that?
Because he seems to come off as like very petty and all these kinds of things, and it's like, all right, seems just like a person.
Have you ever seen his MTV Cribs?
No.
He has an MTV Cribs. This is, I think, when he was still living in Canada. This is Canadian MTV Cribs. So that's why you didn't see it. Yeah. You know what I mean? They got it a little late, and no one gave a fuck.
Over there, it's 18 and pregnant. Nobody cares. You're too polite.
But he has a MTV Cribs where he's like living with his mom, and she comes back with bagels. She like brings back bagels for
traditional Jewish tradition.
Hey, nobody's knocking a bagel. Big fan. Oh. I like big old asses, and I like bagels.
Really?
And I'm not ashamed to admit
Same
to both.
hand.
I wouldn't say they're that close.
Okay.
But I'm saying they're on the list.
Okay.
They both getting presents from Santa. You know what I mean?
All right. I put locks on either one.
His mom brings back bagels, and he looks through the bag, and he gets so mad at her because she didn't bring back like an everything bagel. And he like really gets upset to the point that he can't even really focus on filming his MTV Cribs anymore because he like is getting frustrated with her, and he's like, yeah, but I asked for the everything bagel. And she's like, I'm sorry, Aubrey, it's okay. And he's like, it just sucks because I really wanted the everything bagel. And I think that's who he is.
But I think every entertainer has it. It's like Kevin Hart when he got mad at his man on the airplane for not having any money. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying that still lives within what we believe Kevin Hart is.
Right.
And to some extent, Drake is doing a performance that truly has asked us to not even believe that boy is who he is. He has to. That's the illusion he's aiming for. Whether you agree with it or not is not what he wants. Right. And so that is the acting. And that is a hell of a performance. And that is a lot of fucking work every single day to not make me think that you, a man who I still think is a fucking dweeb, isn't this level of dweeb. And that's that's too much work to then also then go and like have a sex scene where you truly get to see him be intimate.
But if he was that great at playing, why wouldn't he just do like the Will Smith type of thing and just be Drake in every movie? If he's pulling it off to that level, why wouldn't he just transfer it? Because he's always already playing this character great. Obviously, you can have a role, you can have a full career as a character, celebrity that's typecast as themselves.
I'm really happy you asked this. And I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about it a lot. And it took me a second.
I don't mean to correct, but it was the tuna sandwich instead of an everything.
Okay, it was a tuna sandwich, not an everything bagel.
She got chicken salad for him.
That's right. He was very upset about...
I'm going to watch this afterwards.
It's fucking nuts. You asked the question, why doesn't Drake just pivot this into becoming, you know, the ultimate sort of celebrity?
The character that he's already mastered.
I don't think they're ready. Ready isn't the right word. I don't think they've made space for a light-skinned main man.
That's why you wanted to do this. All right. I was wondering why.
No, I didn't know this was coming.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't know this was coming.
Okay.
But I have been feeling it.
This is what we need to talk about. You think, wow. Who is a light-skinned leading man?
A-list leading man.
A-list.
Not
light-skinned.
Not Shamar Moore. Not Michael Ealy.
Because as much as they're great, not A-list.
They're not A-list.
Wow.
We ain't got those.
Wow.
I've really been thinking about it.
I could tell. And I'm trying everything in my dark-skinned heart wants to refute this.
And I really struggle to think.
You do have to be tonally centered to be a black leading man. Like,
we haven't really.
Like from Denzel to like, who's the lightest?
Harry Belafonte is the lightest I can think of.
Yeah, but that's almost like if you were in the black and white era, it kind of is different.
And that's what I'm saying. That was so far back that we're not talking about the same game.
Wow. This is crazy. Because now it feels like we're in the same where it's like, you're not going to be a leading man. I'm not going to be a leading man.
Wait a minute. I think I can break the mold, baby.
Oh, okay. You'll be the first. You'll be the first. You'll be the first. You'll be the first. You're great. You're great. You're great. You're great. You're great. You're great. Great actor. Great actor. Great actor. That to me is the more interesting thing about all this. I'm kind of sick of talking about Drake in general, but why is there, do you think it's like, fuck.
I don't think even, look how light-skinned Malcolm X was in real life. They had Denzel Washington play him.
Yeah. Wow. That's light-skin erasure.
He
was red. He had red hair.
Dog.
He was Detroit Red.
Detroit Red. He had freckles.
Man, okay.
The nigga had freckles.
Watch your mouth. I don't know.
He was a cutie patootie. He looked just like a Raggedy Ann doll.
I don't know why that got me so angry, but that does make me angry. When you say you have freckles up, really pissed me off.
This nigga looked like strawberry shortcake.
And they did have Denzel play him.
And they had Denzel
and now
play him.
I'm really trying to search my head for like a light skin. Wow. What do you think that is? Do you think it's like America doesn't want to look at itself?
I think it, in some ways we haven't elevated to where those roles would truly exist. Do you know what I'm saying? That like for so long, black entertainment had been limited to either writing about slavery or the civil rights experience, or you are entertaining yourselves over here and it doesn't play. We don't care what you do. So over there you can let Shamar Moore be king. But over here, you're going to talk about slavery, and nobody wants to see.
Or you're gonna talk about the struggle in one way or another.
And nobody wants to see a nigga with light eyes and freckles be like the leader of, the masses of slaves.
Are you pitching an In the House slave movie? Is that what shit? Because that's the craziest shit I ever heard.
The dude just opens the door and he's like, you know what, y'all? I don't like it in here either.
Lee Daniels presents Inside.
I think we should all be free. If y'all don't get cornbread, I don't get cornbread.
He's all skinny for some reason.
Yeah. He's like a butler, but he's like passing out. While he's holding the tray, he can barely keep it up because he's fasting, trying to be in allegiance with the outdoors.
No, that is, oh man. Man, that is funny as that is, because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Really one of the funniest things I've thought about in a long time. Especially because it's Lee Daniels.
Yeah, Lee Daniels. It's a classier Tyler Perry, I'd say.
Yeah.
There's a legitimacy to it.
Wow, though. That, I mean, I'm not going to hold you. I think that is a very good point. Because it's interesting. I think that with light skin versus dark skin, we look at so much of the idea of privilege versus not, right? And the idea of lighter being proximity to whiteness, but that proximity to whiteness seems like it probably does take away some of their perception of the Black experience in a way that I could see specifically like Hollywood not wanting to reflect those things.
We don't seem useful to them.
Exactly. Because at the point they want a Black body. They want a Denzel body, but they don't want a Black ass body because that still scares them.
No, they don't. They hate the way we look in general. Right? So the darker we get, the more they're like, I don't like that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just across the board. We don't like it. But if we have to use it, we want to use it
within
the way it'll
our
work.
Prescribed.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I really never thought about specifically that Malcolm X point is very interesting because he looked like Denzel. And
Denzel has never and will never be a light-skinned man. Do you know what I mean? Like as much as they tried to put like light-skinned energy on Denzel.
You think?
Yeah, sometimes I think earlier in his career, he was a sexier man.
Well, dark-skinned guys get to be sexy on film, I mean.
I'm just saying that like he was like almost being treated like a model type man for a period. And now looking at him old, he had the same Michael Jordan effect where you were just so great at your thing, we didn't notice your pants sucked.
Yeah, we forgot that you sound like you're from North Carolina.
Yeah. It was an illusion that I would say they put on him at maybe a point, but never was he a light-skinned man. There are no light-skinned sort of A-list leading men.
Wow, not in front of the camera.
The Rock is the closest thing to it, but The Rock is his own.
Yeah, he doesn't even.
He doesn't exist on the same playing field of like, oh, this is like an actor we've.
He doesn't bring it up. He don't bring it up.
No, he hates it.
He played at University of Miami.
Yeah, he's like, my dad wrestled.
Yeah.
Don't look up any pictures.
The same place Michael Irvin played. Damn. That is that's wild because it seems like you think about it, and now I try to go through the scope of like what I know to be black movie stars, and it seems to be even from back to like Pam Grier and stuff like that. It seems to be kind of like a monotone situation.
Well, I think the women they have made space for.
Yeah.
But that you can make sense of that quickly. They've put up European beauty standards,
right. So
as at the forefront. So Halle Berry is more appealing to them than the dark skinned chick from In the House.
Wow, that's a deep cut.
She was beautiful.
I was more of an Erica Alexander guy. Maxine Shaw, attorney at law.
Hey,
come on.
I'm not mad at that either.
Yeah,
I also enjoy that flavor.
Yeah. But I feel like sometimes we derail great conversations by being horny.
Yeah, well.
And we're just men. That's just what this is.
But I think beyond the horniness, the ultimately, I do think that women, part of the reaction of light-skinned being sort of treated with like this elevation that we're not seeing on the other side for dark-skinned people is far more of a thing that women were experiencing and then reflecting onto the masses of the Black community. I don't know that light-skinned men, at least in acting, obviously in other fields it becomes a lot more complicated.
We still got football, baby.
Acting and entertainment, 100% light-skinned men are less useful and thus not the creme de la creme.
So what are we saying? I think if I'm hearing you right, I think that we probably need to get a super dark movie hero first, and then we bust that door open. and we bring our light brothers through the door, right?
Yeah. A little trickle down.
Yeah.
Pigment.
Shoot it with a shotgun. Bang! And then let everybody else.
Yeah, everybody can climb through that.
Blow that bitch open wide.
Yeah.
Dark and wide.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly what I was feeling, but I'm hearing you.
I think that we're kind of on the same.
I think they tried Jaimin Hansu enough.
They didn't try him as the lead. They tried him in a Keanu Reeves movie where his name was Papa Midnight. Like, nigga, bro. That's crazy. That's a minstrel show. That's it. And maybe that is what they call him in the cartoon. But that, you have to understand, me in the movies at 18 years old was like, this is crazy.
Yo, his name was Papa Midnight?
Yes.
Fuck. You can't
Come on.
We gotta hold him accountable for that. You don't sign up for that. At what point do you put your dark ass hand down, Jaimin?
Okay, relax.
And go, no, I'm not gonna be Papa Midnight.
That shit was crazy. Yeah.
That's nuts. Fuck.
Papa or Midnight? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Like,
no, 100%.
One or the other, I get.
If he's Midnight, sure, it's about your skin color, but it isn't like an elevation you put on it.
No.
Papa Midnight makes it seem like there are a lot of Midnights, but you're the daddy, you're the king of the Midnight.
And I don't want you now. They're saying that to you. I don't want to hear that.
That's crazy.
Fucking Papa Midnight.
Fucking Papa Midnight. You're wild, Jaimin Hansu.
And also, it didn't even work.
Papa Midnight didn't pop?
No,
What?
I mean, the Jaimin Hansu.
I've been buying all these Papa Midnight dolls.
Come on, man.
I got a garage full of Papa Midnight dolls.
I'm gonna get a Papa Midnight. Wow, I'm gonna pull up with a goddamn Papa Midnight hoodie pretty soon. Fucking on here.
If you get a Papa Midnight hoodie, that's actually kind of hard.
That would be, it'd be complicated.
I would love to see it. Anyways,
I think that you've made a great point. I think that ultimately the point is that it seems like in a mainstream fashion, they don't want to see us at any of what's viewed to be our extremities. They're extremities. That's like arms and legs.
I think that's arms and legs, but extremes.
Yeah, they don't want to see us at any of our extremes, be it the idea, which is ultimately them gatekeeping what it is they feel like we are and should be. And that is what the big issue is with all this.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can see it reflected, and not to make this, champion of politics, whatever the fuck, but like you see it in Trump going to a black conference and feeling comfortable enough to be like, she ain't black.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I think it's because it becomes a thing culturally where we maybe put some of that on ourselves as well.
100%.
Like where we gatekeep it for ourselves.
Well, it's the danger of the internet. And you've talked about this before, that the internet is now everybody's language.
Right.
And so when we go on the internet and we go, this is black, this is not, they adopt that language and then spew it back at us. But because there are so many more of them than there are of us, we start to feel crazy when it becomes just a fact of their culture.
Right.
And for years, decades, hundreds of years sometimes, we were the only ones who even understood what that meant.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, you just can't gatekeep anything.
No, not unless you shut the fuck up.
Yeah, and you really just, I think really what you need to do is finance a buddy cop movie, me and Langston. We've written it.
It's called Papa and Son Midnight.
It's called Meet the Midnights.
Papa Midnight had an affair with a white woman.
And they're going to solve a jewel heist. It would be crazy if I was your dad in a movie.
You gotta be. There's no version where I get to make you. You can only make me.
That's true. You could only come from this.
Yeah, my daughter, she's darker than both me and my wife, but that's as dark as I could.
That's so fun, though. Do you feel strong in that?
I do.
That's cool. That is cool for you.
It truly gave me pride to be like, nah, I'm
look at that
shit.
Look at that.
Yeah,
look at
nigga.
That.
Yeah. Pull up, nigga. Fuck you talking about, nigga?
We both over here.
Check the score, bro.
That's a joy I never knew about.
That was cool.
A light-skinned father and a darker kid. That's pretty cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
The feeling would not go the other way for me.
That if you had a light-skinned baby, you wouldn't be proud.
I need to tread lightly here.
No, go ahead. Enjoy yourself.
I mean, no, but if you want to be facts about it, part of the reason, the allure of having kids for me is the idea of being able to pass on this thing that is so often viewed as a blight, as a difficulty in my life that I have learned to love and be proud of, and that represents where I am. So that is like, being able to embrace that is like one of the greatest things I've done in my life. Yeah. So to have a kid and not be able to relate that seems like a thing that would be difficult to me.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it's not that I wouldn't be happy, but if I were to have a kid and they also didn't have that, like that's the one thing where it could be like, this is us because we're from here. Yeah. And to not have that would be a bit of a difficulty. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't sound dissimilar to what I feel like I hear you and others describe in terms of like a parent not born in this country, then having kids in this country, watching them sort of become not what they, you know what I mean? Like your mom grew up in Sierra Leone. Yeah. Her sense of what life is and what men and children should be is framed around that. And then to see y'all grow up in such different ways, it's probably similarly like,
it's just different.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
But I'm not mad at it. I love y'all. I want y'all to have whatever you can have, but this isn't. Yeah. This wasn't my goal when I set out for this.
So I would love my light-skinned baby, obviously.
Just not as much as that dark one.
If it was two?
Yeah, you get those weird twins.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I could overcome it, but like initially, just like on the come out.
No, I think I'll just keep holding David Jr.
Yeah,
I think Ronald will.
Yeah, send him to his mother. We're gonna play football.
I think Ronald can cry it out.
No, obviously, yeah, you would love it, but it is a thing.
Here's the last thing I think we should do before we end this episode is circle this all back to the question of Drake.
Is he the greatest actor of all time?
Or at the very least, is this just I think greatest actor of all time still feels maybe like too much of a stretch.
So here's my issue with this. I think when we wrap around to Drake and the idea of entertainment, Oh, that's what they're all doing. I don't think that he is particularly gifted in that aspect of presenting a different part of his personality and profiting off of something different. I don't think some of these people, you don't know they're gay. They're this, they're that.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I don't believe that he's particularly more talented at that aspect of being an entertainer than anybody else. I do think the guy's kind of a savage. I think he's ruthless. I think he's sort of a bad guy.
Yeah.
But do I think he's more talented at suppressing his personality to sell us whatever the fuck we want? And nobody really who they are except for 50 Cent.
Yeah,
Right?
I tend to agree with you. I don't think he's as phenomenal as an actor as is being suggested. I do think he pulled a wilder, more grand finesse than we've ever seen. I think it's a truly legendary finesse.
I think we'll never know because the really great ones you never found out.
I don't know. His just on record.
I gotta watch this YouTube though.
No, I'm just saying, like, even if you haven't seen the YouTube, if you believe Drake even is exactly who he pretends to be, this is not a person who, given when he entered hip hop, I would have suspected could have become the king of the art form. Do you know what I'm saying? That like Drake was never built to be the king of the shit.
Right. That's fair. That's fair.
He's never sold drugs. Do you know what I mean? He's never beat anybody up. He's cried multiple times on many songs. He's been sort of publicly shamed and embarrassed and guffawed at. He's been accused of being a pedophile, like all the shit.
Right.
This was not supposed to be the king.
Right.
And he was. And not only was he the king, he's the biggest king we've ever had.
Yeah, but I mean, that's... I think part of that is the motivation that drives you to be the king comes from you not having been picked that. You wouldn't have thought that about Lil Wayne when Hot Boys came out. You would have thought he was great. You didn't think this was going to change. Sure. And this was going to be something that we've never seen before.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Because he's coming out of the South. And so it's like, I think that you sort of need that level of being underrated to truly take over the top of any type of thing. So I think that that's where that comes from.
I don't disagree with you. I think of Wayne's rise still within the lexicon of
it is a lot less
hip hop.
It's a far more conventional. That's true.
He still is a child of the streets.
All that, yeah. Whereas Drake is not.
Whereas Drake is literally he showed us in a music video. I had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
And we watched him dance like a fucking loser.
Yeah.
That wasn't even like cool little black kid dances.
Would you say that Drake is the first light-skinned main character?
I think there's a pretty fair argument for it.
Oof. So in that, ultimately, sort of did you a favor.
He's kicking the door open for me. You're not going to do it. You're trying to trick me. He's literally going to kick the door open for me. I don't want to go through that door.
No.
It's a fucked up door to be in.
I mean, you wait till everybody clears out and then you walk through it. Give it.
Hey, it's pretty good.
Yeah, maybe.
Right, I'll be cool. Listen, y'all, I'll be cool.
Yeah, just don't take any roles for 12, 16 months. We're trying to get the numbers up on this. It would be great if you were a movie star.
I'd be.
If you be a movie star, don't fucking quit.
No, I won't quit.
Yeah, me either.
I won't quit. I will talk to you different, but I'm not going to quit.
Insane. Same. And I think that's fair. I think that's as honest as we can be with each other.
There's going to be a few more. David, grow up.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot less shirt on if I'm that rich. There's going to be a lot more smoking in the studio. Like cigars, weird shit. It's going to be hoes behind me and not him.
The hoes laugh at all your jokes and then they sit out mine.
They cross their arms when you say shit.
They get on their phone while I'm talking. But I'm so desperate. I'm still trying to impress the hoes every week.
No, it'll be really difficult if one of us elevates a lot faster than the other.
No, I don't care for that one bit.
No, I'd rather that we both make $1 million from this podcast.
That's the deal, folks. We're willing to both be millionaires. Yep. Let's put that on wax because I don't think they've ever heard us say that objectively.
Oh, yes. I would like to be richer than y'all.
Yeah, I'd like to be very, very rich, and I'd like your support in making that happen.
And I'll do some good stuff with it, and I'll do some bad stuff with it. Growing pains.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, here's what I promise you: I'm staying neutral.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not going. It's not going to be a net negative.
Nope.
They're definitely going to build some schools. Will they have my name on them? Probably.
Hey, we'll get a few more camera angles.
Yeah, I'm trying to have this shit. It's lit up already more than it was before.
Yeah, they put another light in. They knew it was coming.
Hey, here's one question before we get out of here. This real inside baseball, light skin to dark skin television stuff.
Oh, okay.
Do you wear makeup on television?
I do, yeah.
I don't.
You don't ever wear makeup?
Never.
They've never put makeup on you?
Anti-shine, that's it.
No one's ever put like concealer, any...
No makeup on television.
Holy shit.
Never once.
That's fucked.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, because...
Oh, I got Beijing one time.
Yeah, but that's not makeup. That's
hair makeup.
Yeah, but hair is a different department.
Right.
And makeup
it was a black woman, obviously.
Makeup is the one that's objective.
No, they always say, "Oh, honey, your skin." No, but sometimes there's black women. There's not like, I don't think there's a lot of makeup for my.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm saying that they're being like bad people necessarily as much as like the technology doesn't exist.
That means I am this fine. I am this fine. How about that?
Not one touch up, man.
Not one. That's what I look like this. Me and my little baby. The other one, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I get makeup every single time, and it's even because I've taken Accutane, which is the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest drug that's ever been created.
Would you take Let's say Accutane and penicillin are up. They take one away and they keep one. Would you get rid of penicillin if you could?
I've never had penicillin.
That's what I'm saying. Damn. That's a quid pro quo. That's a quid pro quo.
Accutane changed everything for me.
Do you feel like it changed your life? Like,
I do. Not because I was like struggling career-wise as a result of my acne, but it was so deeply connected to my self-worth and self-esteem.
Damn.
In a way that like
You do have, and I mean this in a good way, you do have young, ugly guy personality. Like you sort of have too much personality to be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that makes sense.
And I think in that way we want, we're all vain sort of little monsters that want to look our best selves and shit. And it's like, nah, I don't fucking hate looking this way.
Damn.
And then you take a drug for 6 months and you never have it again.
See, that's why Ozempic got to call me, bro. I'm not trying to pay for it myself.
Dog, if you want to talk Ozempic, I just listened to an episode on the Daily about some shit that really fucked me up.
Why?
Because everybody's been shitting on Ozempic, right? Everybody's been talking trash about how bad Ozempic is, or it's bad that we're running out of diabetes medicine. What are we going to do for the diabetics? They're doing that shit. And maybe they're right. Maybe they're right that people are, fucking doing a bad thing. But one of the things that they were talking about is how Ozempic isn't just a hunger suppressant. It also is like changing your literal taste buds so that people who are on Ozempic are actually craving fresher foods.
Oh, wow.
They don't want processed foods anymore. They don't want sugary shit anymore. And the sugar and processed foods industry is like in a tailspin right now on some like, they're not hooked like they used to be hooked. These numbers are going down. Wow. We got to start engineering some new shit for these Ozempic motherfuckers so that we can get back on the money train.
It's like, sometimes you're just like, maybe we just need a hard reset.
Bro.
We just reset it all. Everybody starts at zero.
It's why we need a little bit of China. We've talked about not the street drug.
Okay.
The communist hell state.
Oh yeah.
We need whatever that threat is of like control to maintain some level of like
they're gonna straight up kill us out here.
Human decency.
Yeah, unfettered capitalism is going to kill us.
Because now they've created a drug that literally can make us beat the addiction. We created
and then they're like, oh no.
Fuck. We gonna be broke. We gotta get them addicted again. With poisons. We have to create new poisons to make them re-addict themselves to a thing that we keep telling them is killing them in the first place.
God damn.
And the only way they can be free of it is take a drug that makes them shit themselves. Literally have diarrhea on a near daily basis. It's wild out here, dog.
Meet the Midnights in theaters this fall.
You want to tell the people where they can find you?
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram, patreon.com/David Gborie. You can purchase my special. All the money goes to me. Don't you like that? There's no middleman. I put the money up. I get the money back. You're paying me directly. Give me some money so I can teach my light-skinned son to ice skate or whatever they do.
I mean, I did skate at
oh really?
After school program.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice though.
Yeah, we'd like go to the rink every once in a while.
Are you pretty good?
I was good for a kid that was just running around. You know what I mean? I wasn't like embarrassing myself or anything like that. Sucked as an example, I guess is all I'm saying.
Good. It was good. It was good. I think we covered a lot of ground.
Just really made me feel small, but that's okay.
No, I'm sorry. You're tall. You're big and tall, and you have a dark, dark daughter.
Oh yeah.
That didn't feel great.
I didn't like it either. I was gonna let you live with that.
That sucked too.
Oh,
all right, let's get out of here. We gotta leave.
You can follow me at Langston Kerman on all social media platforms, and you can watch my special. It's called Bad Poetry. It is on Netflix. And more importantly, you can send us your own drops, your own conspiracies. You can tell us what is the next light-skinned superstar waiting in the wings. We want to hear from you all at mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to talk to you. Also, via voicemail at 844-LIL-MOMS. We would like for you to buy our merch. We would like for you to subscribe and like and rate and review and do all the things that are necessary for our future success. And most importantly, wash your ass. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
My Momma Told Me is a production of Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network and iHeart Podcasts.
Created and hosted by Langston Kerman.
Co-hosted by David Gborie.
Executive produced by Will Ferrell, Hansani, and Olivia Aguilar.
Co-produced by Bay Wang.
Edited and engineered by Justin Connor.
Music by Nick Chambers.
Artwork by Dogon Krieger.
You can now watch episodes of My Momma Told Me on YouTube. Follow at My Momma Told Me and subscribe to our channel.